Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, Matt Hurt, appreciate your time. If you have a question for Matt, use the hand raise feature, and we will get to you. And we'll get started with Steve Wiseman. Steve, go ahead.
Hey, Matthew, what was y'all's reaction to the game Monday night? Coach K clearly wasn't happy with how you guys played, with how you guys prepared. He said he tried to warn you that might happen if you didn't play the right way, and it did. So what's the reaction to that?
Yeah, we're upset. Miami's a good team. They've had a couple injuries, but I mean they're a good team. But that shouldn't take up how we play and the energy we play with. But we were disappointed. But good thing is we have a game coming on Saturday against UNC, so we're just looking forward to that.
Brendan Marks, go ahead.
Hey, Matthew. Yeah, I know that Coach K and Coach Williams at UNC as well have both talked today about the matchup in the front court, obviously with yourself and Jalen and the bigs that UNC has. What do you make of those guys and the challenge they present, and sort of how do you see yourself attacking them?
Yeah, I think they have 4 big guys that are really talented, really strong, really physical. Just going in the game, we just gotta be mentally prepared for the physicality. They're gonna try to get the ball inside and try to punish us and get, me and Jalen and Mark and foul trouble early. So we just gotta be smart. Try not to let them get the spots, and offense is attack them. Whether it's shooting 3, whether it's attacking off the dribble, just trying to do a little bit of everything to get the front court off balance.
Thank you.
Brian Horace, you're up.
On the heels of what Brendan just asked, Matthew, has that been the area of focus? You guys staying out of foul trouble?
Yeah, I think just learn how to play without fouling. Mark, Jalen, me especially inside. Because a lot of teams are going to try to attack us. So just try to watch film with the coaches and just try to learn from the fouls we have gotten games before. Just try to get better every day and learn from the games before.
Max Rigo, go ahead.
Yeah, hey Matthew. Kind of along the same lines as Brendan and Brian, but how do you think your individual skill set kind of matches up with guys like Garrison Brooks and Armando Baycott, guys like that from UNC who are somewhat of a different style of big men probably that you present?
Yeah, they're dominant forces inside the paint. They're those 2 are really good inside. They also have 2 freshmen that come off the bench that are really, really talented as well. So it's not just those 2. It's just trying to be physical with them back. Just try to hold our own and just try to make them make tough shots. Because they're gonna make some shots, but we just got to make it tough on them. But skill set wise, I think just I'm more shooting 3s, but they're more just back to the basket and just getting buckets down low.
Jim Sumner, go ahead.
Hey, Matt, we're kind of sticking with the theme here, but I want to ask you about one specific aspect of Carolina's game. They are one of the best rebounding teams in the country, I think. They're plus 11 rebound differential per game. Duke's coming off of a subpar game on the boards against Miami, and in particular, you only had 3 rebounds. What do you individually have to do better? What does your team have to do better to keep Carolina from dominating the boards?
Yeah, for sure. Starting with me, I have to be a lot better on the boards. 3 rebounds and and a lot of minutes is not going to cut it. So for me, just trying to find a body, just trying to be physical and just going up to get the rebound with 2 hands. I feel like that's important, and also just trying to read where the shot's going to go and try to find the right angle to get the board. So for me, I'm not the strongest guy, but I'm just trying to be the smartest guy on the court.
Mike Toper, go ahead.
Hey, Matthew. Obviously, you guys have gotten used to playing games without the crazies there, but what this Duke UNC game is all about. Have you given thought to what it'll be like not having kind of that crazy atmosphere this weekend?
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot weird. Being a part of the 2 games last year against UNC. There's nothing better in sports than that. But with no fans, I feel like the bench. We have to bring our own energy. It's gonna be different, but hopefully we can just come out with a W around 8:00 on Saturday night.
Mark Armstrong, go ahead.
Matthew, how much does there's almost a complete lack of buzz around this game this year for a huge variety of reasons, obviously. How much of that trickles down to you guys preparing on the inside, or do you even notice that before you step on the court, one way or the other?
Yeah, we don't pay attention to it. You know, we're both unranked. So you know it's gonna be a little weird, but we don't try to focus on rankings and all about the buzz. You know, it's UNC Duke. You know, the history's gone long before us. You know, we know how big of a game this is, and they know how big of a game this is. So this is gonna be as big as a game as they were last year as well.
David Thompson, go ahead.
Hey, Matthew. Coach K said that you guys kind of played like you practiced before the Miami game. Can you kind of just tell me what, practices have been like this week?
Yeah, Sunday, we didn't do much, but, we did, some scrimmaging and, we weren't good. Coach warned us about it and, he was right. But this week, yesterday we had a hard one and today was pretty hard. Hopefully tomorrow is, kind of hard as well because, UNC is going to be a physical team. But, practice has, been going good so far this week.
Time for a couple more. Go to Brendan Marks.
Yeah, Matt, outside of the first game last year, which was obviously a very memorable finish, did you have any strong memories of this game growing up? Were there any favorite moments or performances or players that really stood out to you? I know you didn't grow up here, but just wondering what your history was with the rivalry.
Yeah, I would say Tyus Jones game in Cameron. The ending. I was watching it on my TV. Because Tyus is from Minnesota, so just watching him, and then also the Jason Tatum dunk. I remember I was downstairs and I was going crazy after he dunked it. But there's also more memorable game or memorable plays and players that I've been watching my whole career. But those two really stuck out for me.
All right, last question. Vashti Hurt, go ahead.
Hi, Matt. There's still, even though there's not a lot of hype surrounding it, from the fan standpoint, it's still an intense matchup. What are you telling the young guys about the matchup and what they can expect going into it on Saturday?
Yeah, it's going to be, like you said, it's going to be intense. They're probably one of the physical teams in the country, and, just for the freshmen, just trying to help them out. This is not an ordinary game. This is a rivalry game. And, we had to come out strong and play 40 minutes because if we don't, we're going to lose. And so hopefully we could just come out of the gate really, really hot and just, hold the physicality all game and try to get the win.
And just a quick follow-up. Coach K, I haven't heard him say this before, but he called y'all soft after the Miami game. Did you guys hear that? Did you take that as kind of a call to kind of motivate you guys to be tougher?
Yeah. Just whenever head coach says something like that, we just gotta start in practice. I think it starts in practice, whether it's hitting the pads, hitting each other harder, talking more. So I think just hearing that, just motivates us to be better for him, especially. He's the greatest of all time, so he knows what he's talking about, and we just gotta listen.
Thank you.
All right, Matt. Appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Matt.
Thanks, Matt. Good luck.
Thanks, Matt.
Hello, everyone.
All right, appreciate DJ Steward taking the time. If you have a question for DJ, use the hand raise feature. Got a bunch already, so we'll get started with Steve Wiseman. Steve, go ahead.
Hey, DJ, thanks for joining us.
No problem.
I'm just curious what it was like watching film of the game the other night, knowing how critical Coach was of your play and how that made you feel and how it's going to affect you guys going into Saturday's game.
It was hard. It was something hard that was really hard to watch. But you know, watching film together or even on our own, it helps us. The truth comes out in the film whenever we watch it. So you know, we're just gonna move forward. We're gonna see what we have. We saw what we have to do better, and we're just gonna move forward and just build on that. And just in practice, I feel like we've been a lot more critiquing things and being more on each other and stuff. So I feel like we're gonna build on that Saturday, especially in the rivalry game. It's a good time to turn things around.
Brendan Marks, go ahead.
Hey, DJ. Number of Chicago guys have played in this game before, had a lot of success. Just wondering, growing up, what your memories are of the rivalry. Are there any moments or performances that really stand out to you? How did you sort of appreciate it growing up?
You know, just saying, Jaleel Okafor having good games, getting and ones, dunks, Jason Tatum's dunk, that's big time dunk. You know, just having that opportunity to play in this game is very big time, and it's very exciting. Everyone's excited, even though there aren't fans. It's still going to be a big time game. It's a national game, and it's a historical game. So, a historical matchup. So I feel like we're going to be ready, and it's going to be fun to play in. I can't wait.
Thank you.
Yep, no problem.
Armstrong, go ahead.
DJ obviously is going to take a team effort to win this game, but one of the games within the game that everybody will be watching are the two freshman backcourts. Do you have any kind of a friendship relationship with Caleb or RJ at UNC, and how do you see their game and kind of that little individual matchup there?
Yes, most definitely. I played against them a couple times, especially Caleb Love. I'm pretty close with him. I talked to him a good amount, so it's going to be a fun matchup. I played against him in high school, and just can't wait. They're two really good guys in the backcourt. North Carolina, they got really good bigs, so we just got to be ready for anything and everything. You know, this is a historical matchup, and they know that as well. So they're going to come out and they're going to try and punch us and punk us around, and we just can't allow that. So it's going to be a fun game.
Are you talking to Caleb this week?
No, no way. Nope. Locked in.
Max Rigo, go ahead.
Hey, DJ. Just wanted to ask, you know, obviously it's your first Duke Carolina game. So what are your major expectations in terms of the energy and the buzz, and kind of what have some of the older guys been telling you about, you know, some past games the last few years?
You know, just coming in, we got to be energized, and I'm going to have a lot of energy. I know the guys are going to have a lot of energy. It's a very big time game, and we're coming off a tough loss. So it's going to be a time to turn things around, play together, play the right way, and just go out there and have fun. This is going to be a fun game for us, and just really excited. There's a lot of excitement going on right now, and we're out there, we're smiling, we're playing hard, and you know, we're just gonna play really hard and just have a good time.
David Thompson, go ahead.
Hey man, how are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Good. I'm just curious, you know, when you're in high school and you're trying to decide where to play college basketball, how much of a factor was it for you, at least, to go to Duke, knowing you'd be in a game like this?
You know, this is what you come to Duke for. I'm pretty sure this is why everyone comes to Duke that's here right now, for this big time matchup and to play in big games. And this is a game that everyone's excited for. Everyone's going to be watching around the world. So we got to come ready to play and play our butts off.
Jim Sumner, go ahead.
Hey, DJ, we were talking to Matt earlier about the importance of rebounding Saturday. You've had some pretty high rebounding games for guard. How important is it for the perimeter players to help the big guys out on the board Saturday?
You know, it's got to be crucial for us. It's got to be an all-together game when we're together and rebounding as one unit. And we worked on that in practice yesterday, just defensive rebounding, hitting our mans, making sure we get our elbow into their chest, and just being aggressive with them. and just being aggressive early in the game, that's going to help us, and just letting them know that we're not punks and we're just going to play our hardest.
That's
Yep, no problem.
Any other questions for DJ? All right, DJ, appreciate your time.
Thank
Best of
you
luck
all.
Saturday, okay?
Appreciate it.
Thanks, DJ.
take care.
Thank you.
Thanks, DJ. Good luck.